Today I'm playing a game called Quiet House Massacre. I was very fortunate because the devs sent me a game key. Now, this is the devs' very first game. I like to support indie creators of all sizes, whether it's your first game or your 50th. Having said that, I did agree to give some constructive feedback, and I'm really excited to see how it goes. Everyone starts somewhere, and even if things aren't perfect, that doesn't mean that you can't improve. What's important is learning how to expand upon the skills you already have. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications if you haven't already, and without further ado, let's get into Quiet House Massacre. Alright, first impressions, there's no sound on the menu, not a game title page, nothing. It's looking a little barren, but that doesn't mean anything necessarily. Alright, incident. So I guess this is like some kind of case thing. Press any key to continue. Alright, we got a little bit of like birds chirping now. Alright. Well, let's see where we're going. It just looks like a long path to a tree so far. Oh my god, I can't get over this tree. Please. It looks like it's just a straight shot from here. Just a matter of getting there. Oh, was that supposed to happen? Oh, okay. We're in a very quiet tunnel area now. I thought I heard a cat. Hello? Now it's red. Interesting. Very dark, so I can't really see what's going on. It looks like we're missing a tile here. I'm really good about accidentally breaking games. Like, I don't mean to, but it seems like most games I play, I accidentally break. So I guess we'll see. So far, everything has been very blocky, which, you know, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. But sometimes adding in some unique shapes can really elevate the game, you know? Like maybe let's round some corners, add like a little bit of like 3D texture. I don't know. All right, what is this? Examine. Something exists and then changes. As everything in nature, everything will change, but not in the way you would expect. God has a plan for you. It's going to hurt, and that's the way. Well, I am Christian, so I very much believe in that. 100%. I've been through some rough stuff. You're right, it did hurt. Oh, there's like a whole arch of things. I guess we'll read it. Acedia. I don't know what that means. Okay, are these names? It looks like they're all names and not like... I don't know. Another thing that you could add is, since these are supposed to be text, in order to make it look more like there's a paper here, add a little texture with like some little squiggle lines so it'll look like there is text on the paper. Just little details like that. I feel like that could really help elevate a game. This is January 11th. I have to start writing dates on my letters to myself. Maybe it'll help me understand myself a little bit more in retrospective. I have a plan to end this thing. I want to change, but for some reason I act differently. It will change. I don't really care about him. I need to follow it. I can do that. Please follow it. Make it to the end. For this time, don't question yourself. It's not important, just act as written. If it won't work, change. Try again. Alright, I'm guessing that's supposed to be some kind of hint for what we're doing? I'm not entirely sure. And it looks like we're back to a little green tunnel, like where we... Oh, what was that noise? And it seems... Oh, there was like a hand. I don't know which way I should be going. I'm gonna go right. Right is always right. That's my motto. I don't know if this is gonna be a maze. Oh. Okay, an eyeball. I'm assuming I made the wrong choice. I'm very sorry. Alright, we'll go this way instead. Straight ahead, and there is a red door. Open it. There's a moving chair. Hello? What's this paper say? I don't feel a thing about her. Is it a good thing or bad? Maybe I'm just down to earth. People come, people go. You should not worry about this. I don't want to feel anything. Just work. Make it work somehow. Are we playing as the person that like wrote all of these notes? Maybe it's something they struggle with? I don't know. Alright, well, let's head this way. It looks like there's another door. I hear crying. It was like a baby. I don't think I can open this door though. I'm not given an option. I guess we're going back up now. What is this? Oh. There's an eyeball staring at me, okay. Also, one thing I noticed is when looking out here, I do see the end of the hallway over there. So it is very obvious we're kind of floating in a void right now. If this is intentional, cool. If not, what you could do is you could add like a little skybox type situation just to box in the window to make it look like environmentally you're somewhere else. Lots of really long corridors, and again, it's very boxy, so everything kind of looks the same. And I really think just some variety in shapes can help. I can see her like switching up the textures a little, which is cool. Oh, okay. Hello, sorry, I'm trying to talk here, man. But you're obviously varying the textures, so you kind of understand what you're doing with that. But again, a little more shapes can definitely help. Whether just making it a little raggedy or I don't know. It just makes it a little bit more visually interesting. That's a dead end. Okay, there's another door here. Can I open this one at least? Screw it. We're going! I don't know where we're heading though. Another room? When looking at him, I feel like it's not a good idea to live. I definitely have to move out of this place as fast as possible. I don't think I have any other choice. And by the way, today was mostly good. I feel like I don't have enough of social interactions, but it'll take some time. I have to use less paper for this. Not saying that you broke, but it does not feel right. Okay. Alright, well I guess we'll leave. I wonder why we can open some doors, but not others. Maybe we'll be able to open them later on? Like if we go back to them? I don't know if that's like what we're doing or what. Alright, another room with a door. I have to take care of my ears, and they annoy me a little bit. What's wrong? I have nothing to say? No, far harder than I expected, but at the same time also a lot easier than I expected. I truly hope everything turns out okay, somehow, because I have not a lot of time. If I cannot achieve this, I'm pretty much dead. You don't feel very suicidal or hopeless, but realistically, it is very bad. Good night. I'm kind of confused on the notes a little. Like, the way it changes, it's talking about I as if it's like the person writing a diary entry, but then it says you don't feel very suicidal or hopeless, but realistically it's very bad. So I'm just confused on why it sometimes switches to you. Like, is this supposed to be like a fourth wall break, or... holy... Oh, loud noises. Alright, awesome. Sorry, did not mean to yell. There's so many doors. Oh god. Yep, I hear knocking. It's okay. We're just gonna ignore that. I should have been counting like how many doors this is actually. Dude, I can't even see where I came from. That's a little unnerving. That is a very simple UI. Game YN is a little ambiguous. I don't know what I'm supposed to click. I just clicked the escape button again to like cancel it out. So it's just hard to understand. Most are like, oh yes, like you press the yes button and it closes rather than just like YN question mark. So here's the thing. I don't want to repeat myself 100 times, but I just can't take it out of my head. I felt like if I'm going to write it again, it'll be easier, there'll be some progress, but it does not go away anywhere. I did not feel myself today. After each day, it feels harder and harder, but it will become better. If I will keep living by the right moral standards, the chance of worse will be minimal. The chance of things getting worse. Okay, so that's one other critique as well. It looks like we need to work on the writing just a little bit. Just spell check. It's really good to have spell checkers or just people playing your game before it gets posted just to catch these little things. So like standards, you're missing a D, and then the chance of worse, I would assume would be the chance of it getting worse. Well, I guess let's head through this way now. I don't like that noise, but I'm gonna keep going. Alright. Was that a kitty? Is there a kitty cat? Like me? What's this? Wait, are we like outside now? What is up with this? What is this grass texture? It feels like I'm in Minecraft right now. Also, I see that the little grass like flower thingies are floating. So that's interesting. She isn't real. Who isn't real? I don't know. There's been a lot of reference to this she person, but I'm not sure who she is. Spooky ambiance music going. How far do I have to go? Alright, I see like a light up ahead or a building. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so this is like a garage. I can't crouch or anything. Can I go inside? Why am I so small? Am I like a child? Alright, well there's an open book. Oh, okay. Yes, I guess I'm saving. Okay, well here's the garage. Nothing I can do here? Just a car. That is just a room with a painting. Interesting. Another room with just a painting. This place feels very empty, to say the least. Okay, there's like a pit to the void. Got some food here. Maybe not even food, just bowls. Alright, we got a cabinet. Here's this. This house is quietly massacring me. Damn. Oh, these stairs are like glitchy. Ooh, I don't like that. That's okay. Need key. Okay, we do not have a key. Then I guess we're gonna go down into the basement. Oh, these stairs. Okay, what is this like carpet situation we got going on? It's a little funky, but I kind of like it. Looks like we have 2 doors, but they're like, there's a gap in between. So I could kind of peek through. What is that noise? I don't know, man. Everything looks very much the same. No real way to orient myself. Not seeing anything of substance. It's getting louder if I go this way. I noticed the ground is a little different. I think it changed. Is there something here? Oh. What is this? A key. I guess I picked up a key, and now I just gotta find my way out. I'm like half expecting something to be chasing me. Oh my, holy. Oh my god. I don't know why that scared me so bad. I think the main reason it jump scared me so bad was I literally... Oh my god, I literally could not see it until it was like right on top of me. I don't know how to get out of here. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. I don't know why that thing scares me so much. Alright, here we go. We're out. I definitely think the silentness is a good like atmospheric choice because obviously sometimes music is good. It adds to the atmosphere, but sometimes silence can be just as scary. Alright, let's see what we got up here. Just a bunch of shelves? Like wacky chairs? I don't know. Dost thou find thyself? Hast thou found the source of sorrow? Didst thou do as commanded unto thee? My heart skipped a little bit of a beat there. I knew as soon as I finished it, I was like, oh, yep, that thingy is gonna catch me, isn't it? Oh lord, a game by Post Saturn. Thank you for playing, of course! Thank you so much for giving me a free copy of the game as well. Honestly, I think this is a good basis for a game. I kind of see where you're going with it. Most of the critiques I have would be kind of in the visual department, but I know obviously that this is your first game, as you told me. I know it's really easy to just make everything flat and blocky, but it makes it less visually interesting and everything kind of blends together, if that makes sense. By varying the textures, adding more shape, or even just something like props, it makes things more memorable and interesting. At first I was like, man, this game is really silent, but by the time I got to the jump scare part, I think the silence actually helped a lot with building atmosphere, because you're kind of like, ooh, what's gonna happen? I mean, this is a horror game, like something's gonna happen, right? And so it just kind of lures you into a false sense of security that ends up playing into the anxiety. Also, the menu. The menu we gotta talk about. Oh! Okay, I just pressed the escape button and it closed the game. Menus are something that's really important for a game, and I think that they're neglected a lot, honestly. If you want to keep the menus super simple, that's totally fine, but rather than the kind of ambiguous Y/N situation, just add buttons, a yes button and a no button to quit. It helps the player kind of understand what they're doing and adds less confusion. Honestly, the game is simple enough, I don't feel like it needs much more options. Maybe you could add like an audio button, but that's about it. I have one last thing, but it's more of a personal kind of complaint, and I don't know if people agree with me on this. But I sometimes think that the smaller the environment, the better. Obviously, whenever you make a really giant environment with like this whole maze you did, that's so awesome. But if you're not really filling that space and everything looks the same, it ends up being a little bit redundant. Instead of having so many really long halls where you're just kind of walking, not doing anything, and there's nothing to look at, kind of compress it. Shorten those hallways. Make less slopes. Shrink the room size a little bit. If you do it this way, you can still have the exact same content in the game, but there's going to be less moments where the player is just kind of wandering around with nothing to do. If you want to make a giant environment, then you need to find a way to fill the space. If you don't want to do that, then just shrink it. You could add paintings to the wall, you could add lamps, you could add little furniture in the hallways. If you wanted to go for a more like ruined look, you could add little pieces of rubble. Really anything to get away from that boxy format. It makes it so even whenever you're walking in a straight hallway, there's still something interesting to look at. But again, to sum it up, I think this is a really good start for a first game. Obviously, it's not perfect, but no one's gonna be perfect on their first try. To the game devs specifically, I really appreciate you giving me a game key, and thank you so much for trusting me to give you the constructive criticism you wanted. I'm really excited to see where you go from here. Obviously, everything is a learning experience, but as long as you continue, there is going to be improvement. And if there's anyone else out here watching this that maybe created a game, feel free to send it my way as well. I always love to support indie game devs and kind of get their games out there, and also, if you'd like constructive criticism, I'm more than happy to give it to you. I have a business email which is linked in my bio as well as the description of the video, and you're free to send me inquiries at any time. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure to leave a like if you haven't already, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you soon.